What's up? 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 What is up? How are y'all doing today? Hey, it is Saturday. Yes, as some of y'all have known, I was not able to go live on Friday like we normally do. But I had some technical difficulties because the computer just wanted to act up, but it's all good now. We got everything all situated, thankfully. And we are back in business. First and foremost, let me just say a quick shout out to my man Terrence for the $10 Cash App. Brother, thank you so much. He is always coming through with the support for the channel. So I wanted to say thank you for that. Really, really appreciate you there. And what else do we have? So I got to let y'all know now. Today is going to be a probably one of the shorter lives just because y'all the news this week has been kind of lacking. Okay, so just a little heads up. We're gonna make the best of it now. Don't get me wrong, but it's been lacking a little bit here. So just kind of temper expectations with that. So if we out of here a little quicker than usual, don't be surprised. But today is actually a special day because I am actually going to have a part-time special co-host. And I know I don't normally do this, but it was, y'all like him, y'all apparently have feelings for him or whatever. So I was like, you know what, today might actually be a decent day to bring him around and to actually have him help me co-host just a little bit. Come here, come on, come on, come here. Because today is somebody's birthday, and that is Mr. Kobe. Oh my God, he is so heavy now. Okay, he's heavy. He ain't want to move without the leash. But yes, my man here is now 1 year old. 1 year old. Keep your face to yourself. He is 1 year old now, so he is going to hang out with me today. And I think my wife got him some little bandana thing, like a happy birthday thing. Woo, they gave him what did we give him? We gave him a little it was like some peanut butter ice cream dog treat thing or something like that. Boy, he sopped that sucker up. Like all of that. Ooh, it was done. It was a done deal. But yeah, so Kobe is now fully 1 year old. He a grown little person, grown little pup now. But my goodness, he is heavy. I did not know he was gonna get this heavy. But come on. All right. Just lay down. Just lay down. All right, you'll be all right. Just right there. Okay. All right. So let's see if we can do this with him. I don't know if he's gonna behave or not, but we just gonna have my man here for a little bit as we celebrate his birthday. But in the meantime, let's also say what's up to everyone who is here today. Who we got? We got Paul. What's going on, Paul? Good to see you. Thank you so much for making it out. Allie, hello. How are you doing? We got Mod Squad vet in the building with Kristen Pratt. Hello, ma'am. Good to see you. Thank you for all that you do in the Mod Squad as well. Talented One is here as well. Thank you so much for making it out. My man Tane is here. Thank you so much, brother. Good to hear from you. We got another Mod Squad and top vet in the building with Rim 17. Thank you so much for making it out and holding it down. Let's see. We got my man Gray is here. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Callow is here as well. Thank you so much for making it out. Fade Runner, how you doing? We got the homie, another top supporter in the building with Deborah Rodriguez. Hello, ma'am. Always a pleasure to have you. We got 60 plus in the building. What's going on, Miss Cynthia? How are you? Of course, come on now. We got the vet, Ms. Harper, in the building. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much for making it out. Really, really appreciate you. Let's see. Shauna, hello. Good to see you too. Definitely a pleasure. Let's see. We got my main man, Derek Gaines is here. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Let's see. Treese is here as well. Hello. Got another brother here with Jason Rodriguez. What's going on, sir? Thank you so much for making it out. Really appreciate you. Let's see. My man Eric Shaw is here as well. What's going on, Eric? Good to see you too. Who else we got? Oh, we got my man Minister Crush. He's here. What's going on? How you doing? Claus is here. Hello. Akuri, hello. How are you? Who else we got? Aura, hello. Good to see you. Alice, how are you? Good to see you. Profess the film. Hello. Good to see you. My main man, Marcus J, is here. What's going on? How you doing? Goldilocks is back. Always a pleasure to have you. Sunspot, what's up? How are you? Matthew, how you doing? Thank you for making it out. Who else we got? I think I saw. There we go. Nia, there you go. Hello. Good to see you, Nia. Bill, thank you so much for making it. I appreciate you. Let's see. Maxie, how you doing? Good to see you. Mitch, the latest. Hello. Good to see you too. Then we got my man, Just My Opinion Reviews. What's going on, brother? Thank you so much for making it. Y'all already know the deal with that. Y'all make sure y'all go support him as well on his channel. Because very, very soon, and I don't know exactly which one we're gonna be doing, but y'all stay tuned, because me, Just My Opinion Reviews, and Elliot from the Movie Files, which you can find all of them in my favorite channel list on my channel. We will be coming together and doing a couple spoiler reviews. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed to all our channels so you don't miss out on that. Because it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time, especially being able to freely talk about a lot of the favorite movies. And I think Ant-Man 3 might be the next one we do. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. Jam, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you so much. Kenny, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you for that. And shout out to you. Leandra, hello. Good to see you. Snyder, what's going on? How you doing? First time here. Okay, 20 years. Hey, look. Hey, that is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you can make it. I hope you have a good time while you're here. This is great. Make sure you go watch some of the other videos too. But thank you so much for being here. Boogie, what's going on? How are you? Miss Sheila, I see you too. Thank you so much. Mo Betta, what's going on? Got aloha. Hello. And shout out to everybody that has made it out today. Whether you're catching this on the replay, shout out to the replay gang. And and everyone that's going to be joining in a little bit. Like I said, if you're just joining, it is this dog's first birthday. Whole year. And he is now 1 year old. So now I think he's mature enough. We're gonna see, because if y'all remember the last couple times I brought him on, he wouldn't act up. He'd be acting up. He'd be biting me in my chest and stuff. Like, bro, calm down. But you see now he's a little more tame, a little more calm. It's not that big of a deal, right? Like you're being a good boy. Okay, I like that. Be a good boy. I like that. Okay, who we got though? We got my man Derek. What you got? What if E-Man was a Sith Lord named Darth Emmanuelus? The first Sith. I miss you, bro. Big disappointment in Hunters. No spoilers. Oh no, don't tell me that. No, it's disappointed. Dang, man. Well, I gotta watch it anyway. I've been slacking. I gotta watch it. I've been distracted with some other anime on Netflix. What is it called? Vin something. It's some Viking thing or whatever. I don't even know why I watch it. It's not like great. It's okay, but it's wasting my time. I need to get up on Hunters though. But thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see. Whoa, hold on now. We got Chilling with the Crockett's finally in on a live first time. Welcome. Thank you so much. I love it when y'all could come in, but it's even better when you come back. Okay, that's when it really gets fun. Is when you guys come back. Okay, that's when you become part of the E fam and you get part of the team, and it's a great time. Vinland Saga, thank you so much. That's it. If you ever watched The Northman, the movie, it's pretty much that, except in the anime series form. That's all it is. But either way, it's all right. It's all right. Okay, let's see. What is our first topic for today? So, okay. I don't know about y'all, but I remember watching can you not? Can you? I know it's a mic. Yep. Okay. Well, they don't need to hear your nostrils. I remember when the first Tron came out, and clearly I wasn't around because that first Tron was like way before my time. But like when the sequel came out, and I was like, yo, before this sequel comes out, let me go watch the original. And I have to say that the original Tron was definitely before its time. I really felt as though the original Tron was basically what the Matrix is for us today, like in this generation. That's what Tron was back then, right? And I'm talking about like even the graphics held up during that time. So I remember watching the Tron sequel or whatever, and I was like, you know what? This wasn't bad. You know, they brought back Jeff Bridges or whatever, and it was cool. It was cool, you know. Like I liked the movie, but to be very honest with you, I don't remember nothing about Tron Legacy. I don't. All I remember is they brought back Jeff Bridges, and that's about it. It has some nice little visuals, but if you were to ask me what the story was about, or I don't remember, not too much. So even with that, I was sitting here thinking, like, okay, I forgot that they were actually going to do another other sequel, and they are. And guess what? Now Tron 3, that's not it. Here it is. Tron 3 is finally happening, and they're bringing back Jared Leto. And my only thing is like, I completely forgot Jared Leto was in the first movie. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, do I care if Jared Leto's in this movie or not? Was he important? Listen, I need y'all to let me know. Do you, like, do y'all care about Jared Leto? Like, is that gonna make or break the movie for you? Because I don't remember Jared Leto being. Was he the dude with the funny eyes? Maybe was that it? I don't know. Godly, I'm sorry. I'm just. I have to see a trailer. Maybe the trailer will sell me or something, but I cannot sit here and honestly tell you that I am excited for Tron 3. And it's not helping that they're saying Jared Leto's going to be in it either. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me that don't care. Maybe y'all don't care, or maybe y'all do. Please let me know, because maybe I missed the boat. Maybe this is, I don't know, but are y'all excited for Tron 3? Does it even matter what the story is? Like, did they even say anything? I don't even think they mentioned. I don't even care what the story is. I don't care. I don't know. But I just wanted to bring it up because at least the first Tron, and I remember Tron Legacy, was good to decent. We'll see where this goes. But if y'all excited, let me know. Let me know. I told y'all this was going to be a week live. I told you the news was not that good. So if we kicking it off with this, okay, it ain't gonna get that much better. Okay, I'm just letting you know that now. But anyway, let me know how you feel about Tron 3 coming up. Let's see, moving on. Oh, Michael B. Jordan. Okay, y'all love Michael B. Jordan. Everybody loves Michael B. Jordan. Everybody loves all his movies and everything. And of course, I think we're all excited for Creed 3. You know, I know that I'm definitely excited for that. That is going to be his directorial debut as well. But there's another movie that he's going to be in, which is a follow-up. I don't know if y'all remember this, but Without Remorse is now getting a sequel, and that's going to be Rainbow Six. Okay, now I don't know if y'all recall Without Remorse. I watched it. It was all right. It was all right, but there was not. I wouldn't say that Without Remorse was the best acting performance for Michael B. Jordan. It was just kind of like, okay, you're a guy who wants revenge, and you gonna shoot some people. Yeah, it was all right. The movie was all right. Now, the whole thing though with Tom Clancy's titles and all that is that, you know, this is built on like a really popular video game series and these stories and stuff. So I'm assuming there's more to it that's like more than what the movies are showing, I guess. And the name and the title is what people are really banking on here. But they're, you know, and I think in Without Remorse, they also teased that Rainbow Six anyway. But you know, it was, I don't know, it just felt like a movie that was like meant for streaming, but we saw it in theaters because streaming wasn't a thing at the time. But what I'm interested in, what makes this interesting, is Chad Stahelski. Sorry, I don't know how to say this name. Stahelski's, or what, I don't know, however y'all want to say it. He's going to be directing. Who is that? That is the guy that directed John Wick. So now, if you tell me that Rainbow Six is getting the John Wick director, and you're going to give me John Wick level of action, that's all I really needed to hear. I'm not going to go in there for the story. I'm not going to go in there for Michael B. Jordan's acting. I'm in there. If you tell me that you're going to give me some crazy action and some dope scenes, I'll watch it now. Now I'll watch it. So I don't know. I mean, you know, again, there might be fans here. Some of y'all might have played the Tom Clancy games, read books or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. Some of y'all might be going there just for Michael B. Jordan to take his shirt off. I don't know. At this point, I'm going just for the action. That's the only thing I care about at this point. But if you are interested in a Rainbow Six movie, what is it that's going to bring you in? Or if you don't care, let me know that too. But let me know what you feel in the comments down below. Kobe, do you want to watch Rainbow Six? How do you feel about Rainbow Six? Blink twice if you're going to watch this movie. Blink twice. That's one blink. He ain't going to watch this movie. Okay, there goes that. There goes that. All right, what else we got here? Oh, okay. We got a Cobra Kai update here. I apologize to all of y'all because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are going to get on me for not watching Cobra Kai. I've watched like the beginning of the first season and I just got distracted and never finished. I understand a lot of people love it. I understand it's a great show from what I hear. I just have not gotten to the point where I've watched it. But we do have a new update, which is that it is now renewed for the 6th and final season at Netflix. And I gotta say this, like, you know, it's always bittersweet when a show that's really, really good gets announced and you're finding out that it's also going to end, right? But, you know, that's the bitter part. It sucks that it's going to stop. But the sweet part is the fact that I'm assuming whatever they do, because I can't tell you about the story, I haven't watched it, but whatever they do, you're either going to get a spinoff, right? You're either going to get a spinoff somewhere down the line, or you might get, actually, if I'm not mistaken, they announced a spinoff or something like that. I think they did say that they were going to do, the showrunners were going to do a light spinoff some other way. But even if you don't get a spinoff, you're going to get a good conclusion, hopefully a good conclusion to the story. So, you know what? Like, it sucks that it's coming to an end, but I'm assuming and I'm hoping for all the people that do enjoy it, that at the very least, it's going to come to a good, positive ending and make y'all feel like the whole 6 seasons was a good journey. I like the fact that it's not getting canceled prematurely like some other good Netflix shows. And this kind of gives me a little bit more incentive to actually go and watch it, because I'll be like, well, now I know there's a beginning and it's good and it has an end. I can actually watch it now. But anyway, y'all let me know, are you a fan of Cobra Kai, and how are you feeling about the fact that it's actually going to come to an end? Let me know your thoughts down below. Yes, no, you're right. Like, this is something I can binge, because now I know it's not just going to be canceled out of nowhere and it's going to leave me hanging like some other shows, you know, that showed promise on Netflix, but, you know, nobody really cared. What else do we have here? I guess. All right, whatever. So, y'all remember Channing Tatum? You know what? I feel like, and I don't want this to come off as like a hot take or nothing, I feel like Channing Tatum is the white version of Michael B. Jordan, because I really want to know, like, what is it that attracts people to Channing Tatum? Like, is it just the dancing? Is it his physique? Because I'm like, you can't sit here and tell me it's the acting. I don't think it's the acting, but it's just the fact that this dude keeps on getting into movies. He keeps on, getting the eyeballs from the ladies, I guess. I don't know. But for whatever reason, this dude keeps on getting into these roles. I've never watched Magic Mike, so I can't comment on that. But either way, anyway, he is apparently he wants to redo Ghost with Patrick Swayze. Remember that movie? It's an old movie for a lot of us now, but Patrick Swayze's Ghost, apparently the rights have gone to Channing Tatum, and he wants to do this. Who the hell? And he wants to make this happen. He wants to make this a reality and remake this. So the question though is this something that we need? Like, is this something that you guys could see happening again? Should they even make a remake to Ghost? Because to be honest with you, I'm fine with the old movie. Like, the old movie's a little dated. Don't get me wrong. What was that? The 90s? I think it was the 90s that it came out or something like that. But while I'm fine with it, I don't really know if they need to. And they want to make Patrick Swayze, they want to make Channing Tatum play Patrick Swayze's role. I mean, y'all want to see him? Y'all want to see Channing Tatum as a ghost? And like tell a love story and do a little pottery or something with his shirt off. Like, look, this is why I'm just asking, like, what is the appeal? What is it? That's why I'm like, do people just want to see him with a shirt off and do some clay pottery or something? Like, what is it? I don't get it. Now, the other reason why I get just a little, like, I'm a little fatigued with Channing Tatum. I don't hate him. I don't have nothing wrong with him. I'm just saying, I just don't get the appeal. I swear, for the longest time, this dude, I get that he likes this. I get that this is his passion project. But when I tell you, I'm so not for this. I am so not for this. This man has forever and ever been trying to get Gambit to be a thing. And to this day, he is still trying to ask Marvel to make his X-Men movie. Now, let me tell you a little background story for this. If y'all remember, what was it? I think it was X-Men Origins, that terrible Wolverine movie or whatever. I forget what it was. They showed Gambit on screen and everybody was like, yo, Gambit, Gambit, Gambit. All right. But we already know, for the most part, Fox has dropped the ball when it comes to the X-Men movies, right? This is why a lot of us have been so excited that that Marvel has retained the rights to the X-Men, because we like, look, at least now y'all gonna do the X-Men properly. At least that's the hope. Fox was dead set on giving Channing Tatum his own Gambit movie. I don't know why. He was saying that he has some Creole in him. I don't know if he's from New Orleans or whatever, but he wanted to be Gambit so bad. And I'm just like, bro, come on, man, stop. Like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I don't see it. And usually I'm usually pretty open-minded about different actors doing different roles. I have I don't know, my Spidey critic senses go off when I hear of Channing Tatum and Gambit. It just don't work for me. I'd rather see an unknown actor jump into it, because Gambit is not a household name character, but he is a character that, if you know the comics, he's a fan favorite. So if you can get somebody who isn't well known but could crush the role, I'm fine with that, because one thing that has been proven is Gambit is not a household name, and at the same time, movie star power doesn't work anymore. Maybe 15 years ago, if you heard, oh, there's a Channing Tatum movie, you may be interested in watching that, right? But what Black Adam and The Rock, it just proved it don't matter. It doesn't matter what your name is. Okay? It doesn't matter what your name is in Hollywood at this point. If you cannot bring the character to life the right way, and if you try to jump the gun and you try to skip the line and try and push a side character to hurry up and be the main character, you not finna win over the people. That's not how it works no more. Now you have to service the story, and the story has to service the characters. Then make sure you get you a good actor, right? So anyway, all I'm saying is, I don't need Channing Tatum as a ghost, and I don't need him as Gambit. I'm straight on both of those. If he want to go shake his money maker on money, was it Magic Mike or whatever? That's fine. Let him go do that thing. He can stay away from the X-Men for me. That's just me. Okay. But anyway, I could be wrong. What do y'all think? Maybe y'all have a different opinion. Do you want to see the ghost of Channing Tatum, or do you want to see him as Gambit? Maybe, he could surprise us. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. All right, let's move on. What is the next one? Oh, okay. So, Megan, or M3 Gan. I think that if in case you haven't seen the movie, you could definitely go check out my spoiler-free review, on my channel. And one thing that is interesting about Megan is that it is what it portrays itself to be, right? I've told y'all this before. If you've seen the trailer for Megan, you know what the movie is all about. Like, I've said that it's more comedy than horror, unless you are afraid of dolls coming to life and killing people. Okay. Oh, you want to get that? Okay, you can get down. All right, cool. All right, hey, thanks, man. You did a great job. Okay, lay down. Good job. So there goes Kobe. God, I smell like dog. Jesus. Anyway, where was I? So Megan, I thought, was more funny than it was scary. Now I'm gonna give, if you have not seen Megan, let me actually put this up because I'm gonna do slight spoilers for this. Let me, boom, there we go. So if you have not watched Megan, I'm gonna let you know right now that I am gonna talk about spoilers. It's slight. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it is what it is. So FYI, as this is gonna be up, just know I'm talking spoilers. That's your warning. Anyway, so if you've watched Megan, one thing that you've known is that anytime are you crying? No, sorry. Actually, let me go to the news. The news is more important. We just got this in a couple days ago that apparently Megan did so well that you're actually going to get a sequel for it, and that's going to happen in 2025. And a lot of the original cast and crew, hey, relax. Hey, relax. So a lot of the original cast and crew are going to be returning. And because they're returning, obviously the shenanigans are going to, happen all over again. So now that we know that we're going to get a sequel for Megan, the question now is kind of like, well, how are we going to get a sequel? What are they going to do? So this is where the spoilers are going to come in. If you watched the movie Megan, there were two things that happened that I think kind of explain why we're getting a sequel, right? So one thing that you can understand is that Megan, and I said this in my review, Megan turned into damn near Ultron in this movie. Like, 1 minute she's Chucky, and then by the end of the movie, she's already turned into Ultron. She got all these mind powers to control stuff via Wi-Fi. She walk up to a car, now she could just automatically just, control it or whatever. It was crazy. And then, of course, towards the end of the film, you saw the more obvious clue, which was the Alexa version or whatever.
you could tell that clearly Megan might have downloaded herself into that little Alexa Siri type of robot or whatever, right? So her consciousness, just like Ultron, is probably still around. Here's the other thing that maybe some people might have missed. In the movie, remember there was that one employee who was basically being thrown around and talked down to and all of that, and he was the one that was stealing a lot of the information about Megan, and the fear that was that information was going to get sold off to a lot of their foreign competitors. So I'm thinking that this Megan sequel is going to basically be, somebody's going to make a knockoff version of Megan. And because her consciousness still exists on the internet, she's going to download herself into one of these other versions of herself. And that's where the sequel is going to come. So maybe we're going to have a Japanese version of Megan. Maybe we're going to have like a Chinese, knockoff version. I don't know. But one thing is, the movie did give, I think, a lot of Easter eggs to let you know, hey, this is where the sequel is going to come from, or this is how they're going to set up the next movie. So anyway, I'm here for it either way. I'm very curious to see how they make the next Megan, like, not as scary, but I just want to see, like, are y'all going to keep the funny theme, or are you going to make her a real threat, or are you going to have like 50 different Megans? Like, is it just gonna be a whole like, is she gonna download herself in a whole factory of herself? Like, what are you gonna do at that point? So anyway, if you have seen Megan, let me know what you think about it, and let me know what you think about the sequel coming up. Is this something you're excited for? Is this something that you want to see? Or do you have like another theory? I just gave like a basic theory, but I think the movie kind of set that up. Whatever you're thinking, let me know that in the comments down below. All right, let me take that off now. No more spoilers for Megan. I'm done with that. But yes, I am kind of looking forward to that. I think it'll be kind of interesting. There's some they got some things to play with. They got some room to play with that. But we'll see how that goes. Next up, okay, all right. We got here. Snyder fans are back at it. I have been on record for a while now, saying that, the mess that has happened with DC over the years has been problematic. It's problematic for fandom. It's been problematic for the studios. It's been an ugly, ugly thing, right? And when you go all the way back to, what was it, 2016 or something like that, basically we had the whole situation where Zack Snyder experienced a terrible family tragedy with his daughter committing suicide. And this was like right in the midst of him really doing Batman v Superman and Justice League and stuff like that. And even though Batman v Superman was done, you started having the studio interfere with the movie. The theatrical versions of these movies were like terrible. They brought in a whole nother director and Joss Whedon to finish his movie and do that. And then, you started having like the fan outcry, which was like, yo, you got to release the Snyder cut because that trash you dropped in the theaters, we don't want that. And even after years and years of harassment and trending topics and social pressure, WB finally released the Snyder cut. And let me just say, releasing the Snyder cut is not as easy as it sounds, right? Because there was never a finished product for the consumers. The movie in its conception was there, and Snyder shot a lot of footage, but he didn't finish it, and it wasn't complete to show to a regular audience. So WB gave him about like 30 something million dollars, if I'm not mistaken, to finish up the special effects. And that's how we got the Snyder cut on HBO Max. Great. Now, there were other contract stipulations and all this other stuff on why it couldn't go to theaters. But either way, He got his cut released on video, on streaming, and that was it. Cool. So now that was a win for the fans, right? You petitioned, you did all this energy for years. They finally gave you what you wanted, but that wasn't enough. So then the fans were like, okay, now that we got the Snyder cut, restore the SnyderVerse. So now you want WB, who already has a hugely messy relationship with Zack Snyder and with the cast, and they had to change out executives like at least 2-3 different times or whatever. So like, you do all of this extra stuff, you have a tumultuous, rocky relationship, and you want them to restore the whole universe? In other words, you want them to continue making the Justice League 2. You want them to do the Man of Steel 2. You want them to do like all these, the Flash movie, the Cyborg movie. You want them to do all of this stuff with Zack Snyder's vision, and they barely can get along. Messy. So anyway, we got David Zaslav running WB, and he's like, man, look, we ain't doing none of that. It's over with. And guess what? It's been a wrap ever since then. But here's the thing. Zack Snyder done moved on. Zack Snyder went over to Netflix, and he's got a new movie coming out, or maybe movies. And he started doing Army of the Dead, and they were like, oh, okay, cool. So he signed a deal with Netflix. He's making movies over there. And Netflix is like, man, do whatever you want. Make whatever you want. And guess what? That's what he's been doing. He got a new movie coming out called Rebel Moon. And that movie is so big, potentially they might chop it up into 2 parts, you know? And that's a whole nother conversation, because I don't understand why he got to make long movies like that. But clearly they're giving him enough free reign to do whatever he wants. And out of nowhere, because of this relationship that he has with Netflix, now his fans are coming out of the woodworks. And what do they want? They want WB to sell the DC franchise to Netflix. And because of that, they started going ahead and hashtagging sell SnyderVerse to Netflix. And they are putting all this energy into, we won't sell the SnyderVerse to Netflix. Like, at this point, I'm so confused as to who or what this group of fandom actually wants. Because on one end, I'm thinking like, oh, y'all care about the SnyderVerse, right? So that must mean you care about the characters. So when The Rock brought Black Adam and Superman on the same screen and Henry Cavill back, he's part of the SnyderVerse. Y'all could have supported that. Y'all didn't. They didn't. That section of the fandom, and I'm not talking about all of them, that section of the fandom didn't care about Henry Cavill coming back and Black Adam. The Rock was going to give y'all a whole universe with that. And maybe if that had done numbers, that might have that might have inspired more SnyderVerse stuff to happen, but it didn't. So I'm like, okay, y'all not fans of the character, apparently. So maybe you guys are fans of Zack Snyder, right? But at the same time, I don't see y'all making Army of the Dead go viral. I don't see y'all hyping up Rebel Moon. So you not fans of Zack Snyder? Like, because like I'm sitting there thinking, if you're a fan of the director, that's great. Go support the director. Support him. Uplift him. If he's doing something else and he's moved on, can't y'all do that too? So I'm like, I don't understand. And is it really just a matter of we just want what we want and that's it? And it's just there's no other rhyme or reason to it? Because I get the impression that there are folks in today's society, especially on the online community, that confuse and conflate passion and negativity. And what I mean by that is, it's fine to be passionate about something and a cause, but my issue is when your attachment to that cause only comes in the form of negativity. And if that negativity is only your way or the highway, and if that negativity is only, and if it involves harassment or bigotry and other things, that's a problem, right? No one's saying that you can't, be a fan about something. No one is saying that you can't love something really hard and support it. But Jesus, it's like no one can follow. At the end of the day, don't you want more people to jump onto your cause? Or do you just want to talk just to talk? Do you just want to trend just to see your voice heard, even though it's not even realistic? Because let's think about it. Why the hell would Netflix buy the SnyderVerse? Why would they do that? What Disney paid Fox, I don't know, what was it, 30, maybe even 70 something billion dollars? It was something stupid for all of Fox's catalog, right? Just for, and this was like what, in 2012, don't quote me on this, but back when Sony bought Spider-Man from Marvel, they paid, I want to say like 5 million for it or something like that. It was 5 million or 5 billion, whatever it was. Either way, the character rights are not cheap. That's the main point. The character rights are not cheap. You want Netflix to buy the rights of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, only the most popular characters in fictional like history? You want Netflix to spend $1 billion for what? Just so that you can have your vision complete? So you can get your stories complete? What business sense does that even make? Let's just say it costs $100 billion. Let's just say that was the price. $100 billion for Superman, Batman, and all of them. You bring on Zack Snyder. You got to pay him too, by the way, to do the movies. You got to pay the actors also to do the movies. So now let's just add another $1 billion for the whole SnyderVerse. So now you at $101 billion. How's Netflix going to recoup that money? Netflix already has damn near almost everybody already subscribed. You think more people going to subscribe to Netflix for the SnyderVerse? Just for that? No, it's not. None of this makes sense. None of it makes sense. And that's kind of the whole issue that I'm sitting here like, if y'all going to put your energy into something, why don't you do something that's 1, realistic, and 2, productive? Let me help y'all out. Okay? Because as somebody who had a whole little campaign and everything as well, I understand where you're coming from. I understand that you know when you're passionate about something, you want to see. I get it. Okay, trust me, I get it. But I also understand that you got to be practical about these things. I don't know about y'all, but like there was an article that came out that actually released what Zack Snyder's full vision really was. Like it actually did all the plot details of what was going to happen in the SnyderVerse. Now, I'm not going to go through it because it's super long and it's crazy. It had something to do with Superman going crazy. Superman was killing everybody because Darkseid took control of him. Batman knocked up Lois Lane, or he was dating her or something like that. And then Superman had a baby with Lois, but then turned out that the baby was really Batman's baby, and the Flash had to go back in time and tell Batman that the baby was his. And but it was a mess. It was a mess. Okay, Superman was killing Batman and everybody dying left and right. Let me explain something to you. Whatever that SnyderVerse vision was, that alternate version was something that should have been, that general audiences were not going to gravitate to. Like, as far off and wonky as some of that stuff just some of the stuff I mentioned, just some, that's not something you're like, hey, little Timmy, let's go watch the Justice League together. You're not going to bring your kids to go watch this stuff. You're not going to go selling toys of a Superman that goes around killing Batman and everybody else. You're not going to sell these type of things to the masses, because this story is such an alternate dark slice of a version. It works for comic book fans because as comic book fans, we've had decades of mainstream stories where sometimes we like, yeah, give us a what if. Give us an injustice story. Give us an alternate universe story so that we can take a break from the normal stuff. But the general audience don't work that way. The general audience still hasn't even gotten a Man of Steel sequel yet. They haven't even gotten a decent Superman story since like Man of Steel, and even before that, since Christopher Reeve. And you already want to have this man be a mass murderer? That is so niche of a story that if I were the head of the Snyder campaign, if I were the head of the SnyderVerse campaign, what I would be asking for, what I'd be petitioning for, because at the end of the day, and I'm assuming this, y'all don't care about Snyder, y'all don't care about the characters, y'all just want the story. I'm assuming you just want the story to be told. Petition to have the SnyderVerse be released in animated form. Do that. If you can have the SnyderVerse, which is a so alternate, super niche story, petition WB to make it animated and to put it on HBO Max. Low investment. Have Henry Cavill come in voice. Have Jason Momoa come in voice. Maybe have Zack Snyder come in and supervise, produce, or whatever. To me, that is the best compromise for the whole restore the Snyderverse, release the Snyderverse. Instead of asking Netflix to spend a whole bunch of money that they ain't got, Netflix ain't got that kind of money. They struggling to stay on board in the first place. Instead of doing all that, put your energy in keeping it animated. And once it's animated, we already know DC don't miss when it's animated, do they? That's their strongest suit. We already know that is their best line of offense is their animation. Why not merge that? Make that go viral. Use that to be your new goal and mission to restore the Snyderverse. And guess what? When it's done, please let it be done. If it's done and if they restore it and they give you an animated thing, please let that be all of it. Please don't come back and say, well, restore the live action version. Stop it. Stop it. Because now you look foolish. Okay. This is why if somebody give you an inch and you keep asking for a foot, don't nobody want to give you nothing but a kick in the butt. Just relax. Anyway, let me also just mention this, because I'm not going to let this off the hook either. It doesn't help. It does not help with all this nonsense. It does not help when you have potentially, and maybe even factually, the actual person at the center of it all gaslighting this stuff. And yes, I'm talking about Zack Snyder himself. Okay? What am I talking about? There was a time, and there were reports that came out where during the Release the Snyder Cut event, while this stuff was happening, there were pockets of the fandom that went out of their way not only to harass the WB executives, but they went out of their way to review bomb and attack other people, other directors that work for WB. So the Godzilla versus Kong or whatever, they review bombed that movie. For what? Because they were mad at WB because they didn't release the Snyder Cut when they wanted to. There was a report that said that the director of the Godzilla versus Kong movie reached out to Zack Snyder and was like, yo, can you call off your fans? Can you say something to them and have them chill out? Because they killing my movie. They're going on Rotten Tomatoes. They're going on all this stuff. Their review. Can you call off the horde? And again, according to these reports, Zack Snyder was like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Nope. They gonna do what they gonna do. They gonna do what they gonna do. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Now, once again, I am saying this from a position. I'm not someone on Zack Snyder's level. I'm not. But as being the face of a campaign or a movement, I understand that you do have some responsibility. And I'm not saying you're responsible for everybody or anybody that says something out of pocket in the name of your movement or even for you. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that at some point, you should say something to condemn any negativity, any bigotry, or harassment. Y'all will never see me sit here and tell you, yeah, it's okay, go harass Kevin Feige because he didn't recast T'Challa. Y'all will never hear me say, hey, go review bomb Ant-Man because they didn't recast T'Challa. I'm not going to say that because I don't believe that that's productive. If somebody does do that, I'm not going to condone that. I'm not going to sign off on that. I'm going to be like, yo, that's wrong. Oh, by the way, still recast T'Challa, right? You could do both at the same time. So my issue here is the fact that not only has Snyder reportedly backed off on these things, but he's gaslit some of his fans too. This is what another report came in and showed us here. Apparently, Zack Snyder might have endorsed fans that were calling for Netflix to buy the SnyderVerse and produce Justice League 2 with Superman, Henry Cavill, and Batman's Ben Affleck. And where this is coming from is on his other account on Vero or whatever it's called. It says a user on Vero shared a link to a video that explained the whole meaning of what sell Zack Snyder to Netflix means and what the outcomes of this movement will be if it is successful. And surprisingly, Zack Snyder himself seems to be pleased with that possibility. And from what it looks like, you can see the image here. Let me make it a little better. It looks like Zack Snyder liked the comment, or he was one of the people that liked it. And I mean, come on now. If the people that are damn near piranhas when there's blood in the water with any of this movement, if they see Zack Snyder even slightly endorsing this stuff, it's only going to give them fuel to keep going. It's only going to give them more reason to go even harder because they're like, look, Zack Snyder approves, so we're good. And here's the thing. Maybe Zack Snyder didn't approve of everything. Maybe he just liked one little thing in that video. Well, sir, if that's the case, you need to either say something or don't like anything at all. Stay in the shadows. Even if you love what they're saying, even if you fully support what your fandom are doing, whether it's good or bad, even if you like it, back up, stay out of it, go work on your movies, don't like nothing because it's clearly going to gaslight and fan the flames of all the people out there. So for me, I don't like it. I mean, I don't think it's very professional. I don't think it's a very good look, to do that. But it is what it is. And these fans apparently are just going to keep going with this for whatever reason. But like I said before, yo, I wouldn't mind, to be straight up with you, I would not mind watching the SnyderVerse if it was animated. If it was an animated feature and it was on HBO Max, I'll watch it. Matter of fact, I'd watch it and I'd cover it. I'd have no problem with that because that's fine with me. I'm cool with those alternate stories. But if we're trying to be practical here, SnyderVerse ain't finna save WB. It wasn't about to do nothing. It's too niche. It was too dark. And I'm not saying, hey, go have that Marvel fun. I'm saying, like, no, like, you don't have to make Superman a sociopath either. Like, what? Anyway, y'all let me know, how do you feel about the whole Snyder everything movement campaign? Do you want to see it go to Netflix? Do you think that that's a viable idea? Are you down with the animated alternative that I proposed? Or are you just sick of it? I don't know. Whatever you feel, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. All right, that went on longer than I thought it would. I didn't know I was going to be talking about Snyder like that. Anyway, what else do we have? I think we have a slightly lighter note. Oh yeah, okay, let's go to that. I do like this. All right. So if y'all have followed my channel, y'all already know I have been a Power Rangers fan for a long time. Like this is right after, I was a 90s kid. So, right after school, I'm coming home, I'm watching the X-Men animated series, Batman animated series, Spider-Man animated series, and then I'm watching Power Rangers. I throw in the little Beetleborgs in there too. I do a little the mother show, but Power Rangers was definitely in the lineup. Okay, it was in the lineup, and we just got word that apparently we are getting a huge reunion. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always, and that's what it's called, Once and Always, and it brings back the original cast members from the Netflix reunion special. So this is going to be coming out. And actually, I got the video here, and I think we can watch it. Yes, we're gonna watch it here, and yeah, let's just kind of go through it. Have something to do. Give us let's get ready. All right, so we got the Power Rangers here. Now I'm gonna do a little y'all might hear me speak over it a little bit, and that's only because I don't want to get the copyright block on it. So if y'all hear me put a little commentary on there, that's really just so Netflix YouTube doesn't hit me with the copyrights, because I'm trying to do this fair use, and I'm sick of people, like certain comedians and others trying to hit your boy with the copyright strikes. But anyway, let's check this out about this new special that is coming to Netflix about the Power Rangers. Yo, that's Alpha.
It's been 28 years since I've been back on the set of Power Rangers.
Oh man,
it's kind of crazy to think about that it's been that many years.
Who is that?
It's surreal. It's been a great experience.
Rocky.
It's been very nostalgic.
Who is that? Who's the Pink Ranger? Yo, who was that Pink Ranger? That must have been after my time. I ain't seen her.
It's been really exciting to film a 30-year anniversary special.
Let's be honest, the main reason we're here is to see these characters, these actors that we're familiar with from 30 years ago.
I think the audience is going to be, first off, excited to see...
Yo, I'm sorry. I got to pause. I loved Adam. Adam was so dope to me. Even though, look, I'm Zach all day. I'm Team Black all day. But Adam was dope to me. He came in and he was a great Black Ranger right after Zach. So I'm here for Adam. I like the fact that Adam's coming back.
Retro Rangers come back.
Directing two actors who were Power Rangers 30 years ago, and actually some of the other actors too, Steve and Kat. It was a really interesting process.
Meeting fans, the one thing they always ask are they ever going to get the band back together?
Okay.
Just getting to work with Walter. Obviously, we have a long history together.
Well, David and I working with him as Billy, and Zach being Zach and Billy. It's funny how similar it is, but in a different way.
Black Ranger right there.
David and Walter, Steven, and then Catherine. We've been working together a long time ago. So glad to see them.
There were a couple of us that had never been on camera together before.
Well, we were Mighty Morphin together, but separate cast. We've never actually worked together.
This is our first time working together.
Okay.
Just coming back to the show in general has been, it's just a joy.
We're a family of Rangers, so to finally be on a set with them was really interesting.
I do not remember Catherine.
There's so many little Easter eggs. I just think it's going to give the fans everything
I
they
don't
want.
remember her at all.
It's such a different take on what we've done before, but a lot of the same elements are there.
I think what I'm most excited about for the fans and this 30th anniversary special is for them to see us all together and our chemistry and our growth.
I think this is the best way we could have celebrated 30 years.
No. I don't like it. Where's Kimberly? Where's my girl Amy Jo Johnson, Kimberly? Where? it's bad enough. It's bad enough that we lost Jason David Frank, aka Tommy the Green Ranger. Rest in peace. Y'all couldn't find Amy Jo Johnson. Y'all couldn't. I don't like that. I don't like that she's not involved in this. I did see there was an article that updated. We're going to get to that in a second where she responded, but I don't like that she's not in this. And where's Jason? Was Austin St. James or whatever his name is? Where's Jason? What? We got to settle for Rocky? I mean, Rocky was okay as a Red Ranger. Wasn't nobody really checking for Rocky back then. You didn't get Jason? I mean, I'm sorry. Let me see. Okay, so I saw that there was some commentary about. Yeah, okay. So she did not come in. It says she's not going to return as the Pink Ranger. That is whack. Like, that is such a waste of time. Hold on. I think I actually have the video. Yeah, okay. So this is what she ended up saying here. She said, for the record, I never said no. I just didn't say yes to what was offered. But other fun stuff is in store. Looking forward to watching my friends kick tail, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. First of all, why are y'all not paying her enough? Because that's all that sounds like to me. It sounds like y'all are not paying her whatever she should have been paid to come back. Because if I'm being honest, outside of Zach, because, you know, I'm here for Zach all day, Kimberly's probably got way more star power than all of them. Because if I might be able to talk for enough guys, Kimberly was like a lot of people's first crush back in the day, or early crush. Ain't no way you gonna tell me you doing a reunion special and she's still around and you not gonna have her? And it's sad also because, like, we also don't have Trini. Rest in peace, Trini. Oh my God. Trini was great. I don't know what they doing. I wouldn't even have done it. I would like, look, we can't. This is just like in Scream. Because I was going to do a trailer reaction to Scream 6, but Paramount or whatever, or Universal, whoever owns it, they be on some BS with that and always striking the channel, so I don't do them no more. But it's just like with Scream 6. How you going to have a Scream 6 and you're not going to have Neve Campbell in there? What? That's like having a Halloween movie and you don't want to have Laurie in there. Like, what? How? How you going to do the original Power Rangers and you don't bring back Kimberly and she right there? I don't like that. I don't like it. It's BS. I'm not a fan of it. Like, yo, whoever, Netflix, Saban, whoever's in charge, pay her. Pay the Pink Ranger to come back. She needs to come back. Nonsense. Anyway, I might mess around and watch this anyway. Just because, you know, why not? Memories. But I don't know. I really don't like the fact that she's not in there. That really messed me up. Because, you know, she came back in the other movie, you know, her and Jason David Frank. Like, they both came back in the more recent reboot, you know, whatnot. So I'm like, y'all clearly could do this if you wanted to, you know. But whatever. I guess we just can't have nice things. Anyway, y'all let me know, how do you feel about this comeback? How do you feel about this Power Ranger thing happening and without Kimberly? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I don't know how I feel about this. Birthday Bo, thank you so much. No Power Rangers. Thank you for that, Bo. Appreciate you. That's a good one. Yeah, and here's the thing, you know, the other crazy thing, and I didn't know this, like, because, you know, as you get older, you start to hear all these behind the scenes stories and stuff. I think they said David Yost, or the Blue Ranger, was like the first one cast or something like that, and he was like the oldest one. He was the oldest one on set. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think he was like in his 30s while everybody else was in their 20s. And it didn't help because he was LGBTQ and he was getting made fun of on the set and harassed and stuff like that. And I was just like, dang, man, like Billy never seemed like he fit. Like I never cared when the story was about Billy. And the fact that they're like bringing him back of everything, I'm like, man, I don't even know if y'all need to bring him back because his character was just never all that compelling to me. But I don't know. Like, I think the character wasn't bad, but like, I don't think he was cast right. I don't know if David Yost would have been the best person for the role. Like, I like the fact that there was a smart Power Ranger, right? Like, that's great. I just didn't care for. I don't think I cared for David Yost as Billy because he just never seemed like he fit. I don't know. Did y'all like him? If y'all liked him, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know. My favorites was Jason, Tommy, Adam, Zach, Kimberly, Trini. Is there anybody else? I think I stopped watching after that. I might have stopped. What was it? Zeo Force, Dino Force. I don't know. It got too crazy after that. I stopped watching. It was too much. But anyway, let me know who your favorite actors were. Who are your favorite Power Rangers? Let me know all of that in the comments below. We got Low-Key. Thank you so much. My first car was a pink accent. My daughter was so happy. Called it the Power Ranger car. That's dope. That's pretty cool. That is cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Low-Key. I appreciate you. Let's see. Okay, let's move on. We got the second to last thing for today. We got Jason Momoa. So Jason Momoa has been making the news lately. A lot of it has been primarily because as we know, James Gunn has taken over. Him and Peter Safran, they both have taken over DC. They are like the Kevin Feige of DC. And they're going to take over everything. And James Gunn is currently creating a new universe, a new lane for DC to take. So with all that said, James Gunn's also been having a lot of meetings with different people, and one of those people recently has been Jason Momoa. So Momoa recently just came out of a meeting with James Gunn and Safran, and he posted this. Let's get this up here and we can watch it here. So yeah, he posted it, and it got a lot of people talking because a lot of folks was like, yo, like, why are you so excited? What's going on? So let's take a look here at Jason Momoa, and then there's a follow-up video about that right after.
Was it 4 years ago? I had the Jeep out front? Yeah. No, I don't want you. I was 4 years ago. I was screaming, wasn't I? Yeah. Screaming when I left Warner Brothers. Right? Everyone's in the meeting.
Why is he like this?
4 years again. It's a mystery, baby. We got I got some really good news. Great news with Warner Brothers.
4 years
amazing.
Ago, Aquaman.
Wish I could tell you, but here it is. Peter, I love you. James, I love you.
Safran, James Gunn.
David.
Zaslav.
Okay.
Okay.
To the future. Baby! Picture me rolling.
All right. So clearly he is super excited. And he is like ridiculously overjoyed over whatever they gave him. Now, this was when he talked about 4 years ago. That's when, they were like, yo, you're going to be Aquaman or whatever it was. So that's great. He still has Aquaman 2 coming out at the end of this year. So that should be, I'm guessing, successful in some way. But a lot of people are speculating now, like, yo, could he be playing another character? And y'all already know. I've been saying this for the longest. I know I've been pushing this for the longest. I told y'all this man was born to play one role. He should have never been cast as Aquaman. I understand why he was cast as Aquaman, but Jason Momoa he had no business ever being Aquaman. And the main reason why is because he had a character that he was born to play, and that character was always Lobo. Lobo is the character that this man was literally born to play. And I'm talking about in terms of looks, in terms of demeanor, and in terms of acting range. Lobo is the only role that Jason Momoa in DC absolutely should be playing and crushing with ease. I'm talking about on Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. level, the way that those characters and actors are meant to be one. That's what Lobo is for Jason Momoa. So a lot of people are speculating, yo, is he gonna be Lobo or whatever? Nothing has been confirmed, right? I've shown y'all. I mean, we had a video not too long ago where we talked about in another interview, Lobo was just mentioned to him and he started cheesing. He was just cheesing. He was like, man, I ain't gonna confirm nothing, but you know, one of my favorite comics, blah, blah, blah. Lobo has been a character that he's loved. And at the end of the day, I'm telling you, this will be the easiest thing for them to do is to make this guy Lobo. So, of course, unfortunately, even with the mere speculation of Jason Momoa playing Lobo, all of a sudden, you got the same little small group of Snyder fans that are like, oh, you're betraying Snyder. You're killing the SnyderVerse if you go play someone else. If you play Lobo, it'll be a downgrade. We're melting. Okay, so first of all, Jason Momoa actually responded to this. So let's play what he actually responded to first, and then I'll give my little input on what else that meant. Oh wait, hold on, I didn't even got that loaded up. Hold on, let me get that loaded up for y'all. Where is it? There we go. Let me get that loaded up. So let's hear what Jason Momoa had to say in response to all the fans out there that were kind of like having issues, let's just say, having a little breakdown that he might play Lobo and ditch Aquaman. So this was his response.
What was your meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran like?
It's very, very wonderful. I'm in the house of Warner Brothers, and they like a lot of stuff I'm doing, and we got a lot of good things coming.
You can't 11 more months until we get another movie.
We're gonna have, we'll have Aquaman, which is funny. It's the beautiful thing is me and my partner wrote the first treatment for it. It's about a 55-page treatment. Oh, and a lot of it has to deal with me talking to the UN, expediting what's going to be happening with the melting ice caps, and there's no far off galaxy coming to destroy us. There's no aliens from another place. It's really just the idea of us ruining our planet, and the fact that we all need to get it together and save our home. So
hold on, that's actually kind of interesting. I didn't even know he was gonna. So I guess we just got an update right there on what Aquaman 2 is going to be about. So it's going to be a message about climate change. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I mean, who is it? Who's the villain? Who's the antagonist? You just gonna go to Congress? Like, is this Aquaman meets C-SPAN? Like, what are we doing with this? Okay, I mean, I'm not saying you need aliens or nothing like that and attacking folks, but I just hope it's a little bit of action in there. I hope it's more action than it's political drama. But we'll see. I do like the idea, because if you think about it, the character of Aquaman, if anybody was going to be concerned about the environment, it would be Aquaman. So that does make sense. I just hope that they throw something else comic booky in there too. But anyway, let's finish off.
It's fun. It's gonna be coming out in this December, and then I'll always be Aquaman. The rumors are right. I'll always be Aquaman. Ain't anyone coming in there and taking shit. And then there might be some other characters too. So we can play. I can play other things too. I can be funny and savage and charming.
That's it. That's it. Nope. That's it. That's it. Lobo confirmed. I don't care what he say. I don't care what nobody say. Lobo confirmed. Funny, savage. Come on now. If that ain't Lobo, I don't know what it is. That's all Lobo is. Lobo is kind of like if you don't know who Lobo is, or if you haven't watched anything from DC concerning Lobo, Lobo is kind of like Deadpool in a sense. He's kind of like DC's version of Deadpool. I don't think he breaks the third wall or nothing like that, but he is that comic relief. Now, I understand how some people will say, like, oh man, it's a downgrade, because you're right. He's not a lead character. And I would hope, if I'm James Gunn, James Safran, Peter Safran, Lobo does not need a solo movie. I don't care how popular he gets. I don't care how much people love him. Lobo does not need a solo full feature movie. You can give him some side stuff. If anything, you could give Lobo not an animated. You could give him a series, because I could see what they do with Peacemaker making more sense and giving Lobo that same treatment. Same way, I don't need a Peacemaker full-length, theater movie. I don't need that with Lobo. But you could give me a streaming show of Lobo with Jason Momoa, and I think that'd be great. And you can feature Jason Momoa as Lobo in a bunch of different movies, especially Superman, and I think that'd be great. So if you want to do that, I could see Jason Momoa being excited of, hey, we're going to feature you in 3-4 different movies, and we're going to give you another show. Great. Matter of fact, I put it to you like this. There was James Gunn. What did he say? Didn't he say not too long ago that he was writing an unannounced DC project? This could be it. This could be the unannounced TV project, which would be seeing the main man, Lobo, going across the galaxy because he's a bounty hunter and dealing with all different types of aliens and stuff like that. I think that'd be great. You do a series for Lobo, have him doing all this stuff, and then next thing you know, in the season finale, guess what happens? He gets a nice little mission. We need you to go grab this little Kryptonian for us. Great way to set up your little Superman movie. That's it. That's all you got to do. Come on, James Gunn. Holla at your boy. But I love the fact that he let fans know, y'all do realize as an actor, you can play multiple roles. And I think one thing that we've also noticed is that, especially from the conversations from James Gunn, from Henry Cavill, from The Rock, etc., they're clearly building up a multiverse at DC. They're clearly building the fact that you even have the Flash running around, not terrorizing places, but running around, going in time, jumping into different realities and stuff. They're clearly building up a multiverse where you can have a Batman over there, you can have a Batman over here, you can have an Aquaman over here, and a Lobo over there. It will be okay. It will be okay. Even the SnyderVerse will be okay. It's going to be in another universe. It's somewhere over there. And guess what? We're just going to jump to another universe and be just fine. Just like how the Joker is in a whole nother universe and we're just fine. Just like how Matt Reeves' Batman is in a whole nother universe and we're just fine. It will be okay. This guy, Jason Momoa, he can go. He's going to be in makeup anyway, if he is the case. If he does play, he's going to be in makeup. Y'all didn't have a problem with Thanos, with Josh Brolin playing Thanos and Cable? It will be all right. People be tripping for nothing, man. I tell you. Anyway, I like this. I think that this is a definite positive thing to see with Jason Momoa, because I've been saying for at least years now, he has to play Jason. He has to play Lobo. This will be that one role that he can hang his hat on and be like, yo, this was it. Out of all the roles, this was it. Because he walks, talks, and breathes like Lobo already. So anyway, y'all let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's gonna be somebody else. Maybe the conversation was an alternate version of Aquaman. I don't know. if you have a better idea of what Jason Momoa was talking about, put your thoughts and comments in the, down below so that I could see them. And then, we'll go over that. We'll see what else is out there. But I'm pretty sure it's Lobo. I bet money it's Lobo. If it's not Lobo, DC, you about to fail. Because that lets me know y'all not about making the common sense ideas no more. Y'all still gonna DC the way that DC's been DCing for the last couple of decades, a couple of years. So if he's not Lobo, throw everything away. Start over again. Reboot again. Whew, because that's just gonna be a waste. All right. We have one more thing. Because somebody, I think it was Derek, one of y'all had told me about this. So Mandalorian is coming back. We have season 3 is dropping very, very soon. And the trailer just dropped for it. So I do have the trailer, so we can definitely react to that real quick. But at first I didn't want to watch it because I thought that the trailer was what I had already seen at D23. But from what I heard from other people that were at D23, this trailer is something different. So I was like, oh, well, if it's different and it's got different footage, I'm in for it. So I got it now. I loaded it up. So we're gonna go ahead and watch this Mandalorian trailer for season 3 and see what it's about. So let's get ready. Okay, so let me throw this up here. All right. So here's the trailer for Mandalorian season 3, and let's see what we got.
Our people are scattered like stars in the galaxy. What are we? What do we stand for?
Okay. We was Mandos. I like it.
Being a Mandalorian's not just learning about how to fight. You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy. That way, you'll never be lost.
Okay, all weapons back.
I'm going to Mandalore so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
May the Force be with you!
This is the way. There's something dangerous happening out there. And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late. Hang on, kid. This is the way.
Damn. You can't play with Grogu now. That's it. That's it. I don't know. I thought they was gonna give a little bit more. I'll just say this. This is like a 6 out of 10, but what they showed at D23 was like a 9 out of 10. So if I had not seen what I saw at D23 and this was all I got, I'd be like, oh, okay, it's just more of the same. So I'm just gonna say this trailer is fine. It's not terrible. It's fine. But because I know what's going to happen from all the other clips that they showed, season 3 is going to blow everybody away. So, okay, Disney, like, I'm not even mad at the trailer because honestly, I'd be mad that the trailers be showing too much. I don't think they showed too much here. You got your Grogu, you got a couple Jedi. I guess they're going to do Order 66, maybe show us a little bit more, maybe how he was rescued. We got more Mandalorians. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Like if that's all you need to show us, that's fine. I know I'm judging this based off of my bias of what I've already seen in D23, but so I'm going to rely on how y'all feel. So I'm going to rely on that because some of y'all, if y'all have not gone to D23 or Star Wars Celebration, you let me know how you feel about this trailer. If you like the trailer, that's great. Because I have a feeling that if you like this trailer, you're going to love season 3. You're going to love it because what they showed us was like way more action, way more Mandalorian. I mean, they showed us a whole lot more in a short amount of time. It's not like they gave us like 30 minutes of footage. It was just a different trailer. But the different trailer was like clearly all the crazy stuff that was going to happen. So, but if y'all like it, that's great. I just know that this is not what they showed us before. But y'all let me know, how'd you feel about it? How'd you like the Mandalorian trailer? I like the fact that, what is it, March? So that's only a couple weeks away. That's 6 weeks away. That's fine with me. Oh, am I going to be around? Man, I think I got an event on that day. Either way, I'm going to watch it one way or another. Cannot wait for it. Definitely one of my most highly anticipated series coming back. So let me know how'd you feel about the trailer, and what are you looking for? What are you hoping for in season 3? Like, is there some thing that you need more of? Do you need more Mando? Do you need more Grogu? Do you want more of their connection? Do you just want an all-out war? Do you want new characters? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, what do we got? Mo Better, what you got? What if Jason is Batman for Justice? So I heard about that. I've heard some people talk about Jason Momoa playing Batman. No, for me, no, because, and I'm not trying to down him in any way, but I don't think he has the acting range to play Batman. Because I think when people think of Jason Momoa as Batman, some people might think like, oh, he's got the look, right? Like he's got muscles, just like Ben Affleck. He's big and swole. Like you're probably thinking of Ben Affleck's version of Batman, and maybe Jason Momoa is like a smaller, younger version of that. But to me, when I think of like Batman, yes, you have to have the physicality. But if you really want to make a good Batman, because I've told y'all to this day, we've never gotten in any film adaptation, live action, we've never gotten a full, complete Batman. We've gotten somebody who can play a really good physical role, but not so good Bruce Wayne. Or someone that can play a great Bruce Wayne, but not so good as Batman. You need someone that can act. You need someone that can do, that can capture the psychosis of Batman. You need somebody who can go from night and day and literally act like two different people. I don't see that with Jason Momoa. Again, that's no shade to the brother, but I just don't think that's in his repertoire. I think he's a little limited in his range in that case. This is one of the reasons why I say let him be Lobo, because Lobo, he doesn't have to stretch to play that role. That's a role that he probably acts like in real life. Rides a motorcycle, smokes a cigar, beats people up. Like Jason Momoa can do that in his sleep, but to be Bruce Wayne, a good Bruce Wayne and a good Batman, I still don't think we've really gotten that. I mean, Robert Pattinson, we'll see. We'll see if he can accomplish that. But, I'm sorry. And look, like I've said before, my barometer of how Bruce should act and how Batman should act is the Batman animated series. Outside of the comics, the animated series is the only thing I've seen so far in terms of a series or a franchise that's really captured how Bruce Wayne and Batman kind of work. And I don't think Jason Momoa would even touch that if he were given that role. But that's just my opinion. If y'all think different, that's cool too. Thank you for that. Birthday Bo, back at it. If the ice melts and the sea rises, wouldn't that increases Aquaman's domain? It might. You know, I am not a climate change expert. I don't know. I don't follow it all like that. But yeah, it would increase the rise and everything. But I'm assuming that if Aquaman is having issues, it's probably because there might be other negative effects too. It might also kill some wildlife, or it might disrupt the ecosystem or something. You know, maybe different bacteria start to get into the water and killing the fish, or I don't know, maybe you know, too much salt water mixes with fresh water. And so I don't know, but I'm assuming that it's got to be bad enough where he's got to go and talk to the UN and see. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I just hope they throw in some action in there. Put in a good villain, because if all you're going to do is talk about climate change, it's giving me, and I'm not saying this is what it is, but it's giving me Wonder Woman 84 vibes, if that's the case. If you're not going to give me a compelling villain and it's just the theme that is the villain in this case, that's giving me Wonder Woman 84 vibes. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that's not the case. Just it's still a superhero movie. I still want to see Aquaman do some battling. So we'll see. We'll see. My man Derek, what you got? Thank you so much. At D23, the people there got a special look. This is the way. This is true. We did get a special look, and it was a little bit more extended. So that was definitely it was more than just a trailer. It was more than a trailer, but it wasn't like, you know, 10 minutes of footage or nothing crazy like that. It was just different stuff. So, but anyway, thank you for that. I appreciate you as always. Cal Payne, what you got? E-Man, please tell these folks how perfect Alan Richardson would be for Hyperion. Momoa is Lobo, recast T'Challa. Let me tell you something. Alan Richardson would absolutely be fantastic as Hyperion. Y'all have no idea. First of all, Alan Richardson is the same guy who has played in Reacher on the Amazon series. So if you've seen this guy, he's built like a freaking mountain. Like he's swole, like Noah. He looks like a superhero. Okay. He started off playing Aquaman in Smallville. And he's no stranger to comic book characters, right? And if you watch him in Reacher, he can do action. He's pretty much the biggest person on that show, and he's scary as a big guy, right? Hyperion ain't nothing but like a Superman that's gone wrong from another universe. He would absolutely crush it. I think I even posted that on Twitter before, that Alan Richardson should absolutely play Hyperion in Marvel if he were to go play that role over there. And I think I even mentioned it in one of my interviews when I talked to him. I asked him, I was like, look, would you be down to play Marvel, you know, and go to Marvel? And he was like, he'd be cool. He'd be cool with it. So yes, 110%. I would be fully supportive of that. And it'd be an easy. I would take Alan Richardson as Hyperion over Henry Cavill as Hyperion, because a lot of people just want Henry Cavill just because, oh, Superman, ha ha ha. We get the meta joke. But if you're talking about someone that can look like the character, act like the character, and actually embody the role without overshadowing it, Alan Richardson's the way to go. And he's going to be in y'all movie Fast X or whatever, Fast 10, 11, whatever they on now. So yes, 100%, I'm down with that. Mitch, what you got? Just seen the tweet Disney promo Chad Service. Oh, wait, what are you talking about? Chadwick? What are you talking about? I don't know what that's in reference to. Yeah, somebody give me a little more context on that. But thank you for that. I'll look into it. But like, are you talking about Chadwick's service? Like Chadwick Boseman? Or okay, is this something fake? Okay. All right. Well, I'll let y'all sort that out, and I'll come back to it a little bit later. But yeah, don't scare me like that. I was like, wait, what? Let's see, Rizzo, what you got? Oh no, Rizzo, where you? Oh, there we go. I got you, Rizzo. Jensen Ackles for back. Yes. First of all, Jensen Ackles, my man, has got the perfect comic book look. He's got the square jaw look. He's in decent shape. He's got the voice. Okay. Jensen Ackles, if you recall, is from Supernatural, plays Dean. What was it? He was in The Boys recently. Soldier Boy. He plays Soldier Boy in The Boys. So 100%. Yeah, he already voiced Batman in some of the animated movies. Now, of course, he is a little bit older. He's like in his 40s at this point. I mean, I think he still looks good for the role. He can still do it. If they don't mind going with a slightly experienced Batman, like, yes, he could do it. And I do think he has the range to give you a convincing, role between Bruce Wayne and a crazy psychotic Batman. So yes, that great point. Great one. Great pick. I think that would absolutely work for sure. Okay, so last thing we got for today. Yeah, just to kind of wrap it up. All right, yeah, last thing we got one last update. And look, we got Michael Jackson. A new movie is coming out. I believe it is going to be called Michael. And it is going to be where is it at? There we go. It is going to be directed by Antoine Fuqua. Okay, and it's going to have John Logan, who's going to do the script, and the producer behind Bohemian Rhapsody, Graham King, producing this. And this is going to be with Michael Jackson's estate as that. So I'm assuming this also means that, that this basically means that the family is going to be involved. So there's not going to be no shenanigans with this. I like Antoine Fuqua. He just did Emancipation, which it was an okay movie. It was fine. He did all the Equalizer movies. I mean, Antoine Fuqua knows what he's doing. Like, the guy is a very, very good director. Bohemian Rhapsody, that was the Freddie Mercury biopic. I thought that was really good. So they actually did a good job of like humanizing Freddie Mercury. So I can see them doing something like that for Michael Jackson as well. What else though is there here? So there was a little bit of extra here. It says sources tell us that the film will undoubtedly make the most of Michael Jackson's musical accomplishments and recreation of seminal career highlights, beginning with the days he fronted the Jackson 5 as a child to his hit-making work as the biggest musical star in the world as an adult. But it will also deal squarely with the pedophile accusations that dogged his career, his later years, up to his death in 2009 at age 50 from cardiac arrest caused by a cocktail of sedatives. And it also says that things are moving fast. The movie so far is called Michael. So, like I'm here for this, especially if the family's involved. What I'm not here for is keep Flex Washington away from this. Like, keep Flex away. We don't want that. Keep Chris Tucker away. What was that other guy's name? Joseph Fiennes or whatever his name. The most important thing I'm trying to figure out is, and I think everybody's going to be asking, who you about to get to play Michael? Because that's the real challenge here. It sounds great that you got Antoine Fuqua. It sounds great that you got the producers, the same people that did Bohemian Rhapsody. That sounds great. But who gonna play Michael? That's the biggest question. Just like this Elvis movie that just came out, which it was all right. But Austin Butler, who played Elvis, did a really, really good time. He did a really good time. He did a good job of playing Elvis. So much so that he's getting nominations for best acting roles here and there. So the real question here is like, yo, who finna be MJ? Now, I don't know who they gonna get, but I'll just say this, like, that's gonna be the hardest role to cast, like, at least in the last decade, because Michael Jackson was so iconic. Even little kids today still know who Michael Jackson is. Little kids today at least are somewhat familiar with Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson is so memorable that, like, even when you see people pretend to be him, if you're going to Vegas and you see the street performers and stuff like that, even when you see other people try to be Michael Jackson, you like, you close, but yo he didn't really he, you know, or your kick didn't really go high enough, or you wasn't that crisp with your moves or whatever, you know, like, because that's how ingrained. We've had 50 something years of Michael Jackson being on TV, on the radio, just all around. So that's some big shoes to fill. That's all I'm saying. It's big shoes to fill. So whoever they get to play, I think that they can write the best script. They could do whatever they want. They could direct this thing like no other. If they don't get somebody who can walk, talk, act, dance, sing like Mike, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think this is the one thing that I'm looking for. This is gonna be the one thing, like, once, and I hope they find the unknown. I hope they take their time with the casting call. I know it's gonna be a whole lot of weird people showing up. Every Michael Jackson impersonator is gonna show up for this, clearly. But that's the thing. Mike talked in a certain way. Oh God. And here's the other thing. Do you get the same actor or do you get two actors? Because as we know, Mike had the vitiligo, right? So, like, is somebody gonna play the dark Mike and then they turn into the light Mike? Or do you get three actors? Do you get a dark, medium, and light Mike? Like, how does that work? How does that work? I don't know. But all I know is you're gonna have somebody that look like him, that talk like him, that walk like him, and sing like him. And that's a dangerous combination. That's a dangerous combination. So, whoo, man, they're gonna have their hands full with that one. They definitely are. But anyway, what do y'all think about the Michael Jackson biopic that's coming up? I'm pretty sure many of us have already seen most of these things, most of the remakes already. I still like the one with Jason Weaver. I like the one with Angela Bassett in there. I like those. I like those to this day. But my goodness. Hey, but the family's gonna be involved, you know, so that's good. And it sounds like, you know, like it's gonna be a good. I think they know, and I'm talking about like the producers, directors. I think they realize how big of a challenge this really is. Because if they do this right, you're getting Oscar awards all day. But if you do it wrong, you'll never live this down. So I don't know. Are you excited for this Michael Jackson biopic? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you know of someone you'd like to see as MJ, let me know that too. Because I can't think of nobody. I don't know who can do that. I don't know. But y'all let me know if something comes to mind. All right. Derek, what you got? Off topic. E-Man, have you heard that John Carpenter is doing another thing? I did not know that. I did not know. That's dope. I would be very, very, very interested in that. If he's doing a sequel, is he doing a prequel, or a remake? I'd be very interested in that. That's really awesome. Thank you for that bit of news right there. Movie Blog is here. What you got here? James Gunn has confirmed on Twitter that some of the slate is still coming this month. Cool, good. Yo, we only got like a week and a half left. Hurry up now. You know, that's fine with me. Hurry up, because like you said it was gonna come this month. Like We got 9 days. So yeah, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Derek, back at it. Biopics are to me not that good, except for Bohemian Rhapsody. You know, biopics can be hit or miss. You know, I think it always depends on who the individual is, right? Like the bigger the person, the more recognizable, the harder, the higher the bar becomes in really nailing that portrayal. Our expectations are so much higher, you know. But that's the thing, like you're not about to do a biopic over some random person, you know. Usually you're going to do it for a well-known person. So, you know, it's really tough. I mean, I think they just did a Weird Al Yankovic one. I haven't watched it, but I heard good things about it. But it all depends. It all depends. I mean, good luck. Good luck. We'll see how they go, you know. Good luck. Reagan, what you got? The Michael Jackson play was really good. They could probably get Miles Frost to play Mike. Also, do you not like Michael B. Jordan's acting? With the Channing Tatum comparison. No, okay. My criticism, it's not that I don't like his acting. My criticism is that I don't think he has been in a position to fully develop his full potential. Let me put it that way. In other words, from what I've seen Michael B. Jordan do with his acting, he gives you pockets of really good moments, right? So if we were to take little clips of Michael B. Jordan's performances, if you find a clip of him crying or being upset or highly emotional, he's really good at that. He's really good at giving you those right in your face emotional moments. But when you look at it in totality, it's not always there for me. For me, sometimes he kind of slips into what's comfortable. So let's say, for example, he had to do a Russian accent. Well, I'm just giving a hypothetical. He might give you a really good scene with that Russian accent, but then somewhere in the movie, he's going to slip into his African-American, you know, vernacular or accent. Like he'll slip up at that point. Now, I don't know if that's from the directors he's worked with. I don't know if that's just him as an actor. All I know is for me, when I watch him act, it's not always consistent. And for me, that kind of portrays the idea that his acting range is limited. It doesn't mean that he cannot act. It just means that he doesn't have the same level of tools and range as others. So when I always have to explain this to folks just so nobody misconstrues my words. When I talk about acting range, I'm talking about, does your character that you play look vastly different and act vastly different than the next character you play in another role? Because if I can take 2 or 3 of your movies and be like, these 3 characters are the exact same and I can't tell the difference, that means you don't have a lot of range. If you keep playing the same type of character, even though on paper they're supposed to be very different, that's on your acting at that point. So at times, you know, can you really see a huge difference between Adonis Creed and his role in Fruitvale Station? Was there really a vast difference between the 2 characters? Was there a big difference between Adonis Creed and his character in Without Remorse? Because a lot of times I could be like, yeah, that's really Adonis Creed if he just went into boxing. Or I could be like, nah, that's Adonis Creed if he didn't become a boxer. You know, like it's not that big of a range. It's not that big of a difference. I'll give you a counter example. Look at Pedro Pascal. You look at Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian. Okay, I see him as the Mandalorian. But when I see him as the Mandalorian, I don't see the Mandalorian Pedro Pascal and Joel in The Last of Us as being the same. Not at all. Those are 2 different, vastly different characters. And on top of that, I don't see the Mandalorian, Joel from The Last of Us, and his character from Game of Thrones, all three are vastly different characters. That's what you call acting range. Can we say the same thing for Michael B. Jordan? I don't think so. So for me, that's where I'm kind of like, it's not that I don't like him. I'm just not going to act as though, he's on Denzel level or other type of levels. Like, he is what he is. And I feel like Channing Tatum is kind of the same. I look at Channing Tatum's characters and maybe like it's almost the same thing across the board too. He's always dancing. It's always the same thing, like what did he play? Step Up. Like, what's the difference between Step Up and Magic Mike? Like, I don't know. They look the same and sound the same to me. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for that wonderful comment and the support. I'm pretty sure I might just get some heat off of that, but it is what it is. Let's see, Derek, what you got? Usher for the dark, Mike. But that's the thing. Like, you can get Usher does have the nose, because I think a lot of it's going to depend on the nose, right? I mean, it's just that Usher's like kind of older now. Well, he does kind of look young. I don't know. It wouldn't be too crazy. I mean, but this is what's going to happen. If you get Usher, why you want to get Usher? Because he can do the dance moves, right? Okay, that's fine. But can he act the role? Probably not. Like, there's always going to be something that's going to be lacking. Either you're going to get somebody that can dance but can't act, or you can get someone that can sing but they can't dance, or they can sing and dance but they can't act. Like, it's always going to be something, because Mike was that dude. Mike was that dude. It's going to be too hard to really capture everything for us to be like, damn, that person, they did that. It's going to be so hard. Thank you for that. I see what you got. MJ was 100% innocent, but a movie is not the place to litigate those false allegations. This film should encourage skeptics to research the allegations. The exculpatory info is in the public domain. So I don't know. We don't really know if the movie is going to paint him one way or paint him another. The article just says that it's going to deal squarely with the accusations. That's it. So maybe they'll just show us that the allegations were raised. I mean, this was like headline news for a long time, during all of his court cases. How deep they're going to get with it, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to, actually show us what happened in the bedrooms. I don't know if they're just going to show us just the court cases. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I would encourage anybody, if you're really interested in his guilt or innocence, go look up all the information, look up the allegations, look up the people that have, said this, done that. Do your own research. I'm not going to be here to litigate none of that, because to be honest, I was kind of young when all that stuff was going on. I did not follow the court cases. I also understand that Mike had a very difficult childhood, and I think Mike had a couple things going on in his head too that really put him in bad positions. But at the same time, I don't know. So I'm agnostic to all that. I stay out of that. That ain't my business. The man ain't here to defend himself. I know that much as well. But I would imagine and hope that whatever is presented in the movie is going to be fair. And the fact that his estate, his family are going to be involved, I don't think you're really going to see them allow the film to like demonize him either, so that'd be my suspicion anyway. Anyway, that's that on that. Wait, I got one more. Mo Better, what you got? The Weeknd can play light skin Michael Jackson. Sure, why not? He probably play the middle mic right there, possibly. I don't know. But anyway, that's all I got for today, y'all. I told y'all we was gonna have a light day today, and that's pretty much all we really have for the news. Hopefully, this week is gonna bring about a little bit more juicy stuff for us to talk about. But it is what it is. I actually got an event I got to go to later tonight, so I wrap this up right on time. But anyway, I would bring my man Kobe back up here, but he's currently knocked out right now because he just enjoying his birthday rest, I guess. But anyway, I want to thank y'all so much for taking the time to join me, especially on this impromptu live here on Saturday instead of Friday. Stay tuned. We do have Last of Us. We're going to talk about that on Monday night. So I'm giving y'all 24 hours. It comes out Sunday. 9 Eastern, I believe, on HBO Max. So make sure you go check out Last of Us. We will do a reaction on Monday night to talk about it. We'll be talking about episode 2. So make sure you join me there. And then after that, we'll meet up hopefully on Friday as well to talk about the news from the week. Other than that, y'all know the routine. Wash your hands, wash your butts, be safe, enjoy your weekend. I will talk to y'all later. All right, y'all. Peace out.